Hi, everyone, and welcome into our CBS 19 Plus stream on severe weather here on this Friday night. At least severe weather just to our west. This is the latest live look at CBS 19 Live Radar. We are also on our YouTube channel and, of course, on our Facebook page on KYTX. All right, so what we're looking at here is a severe thunderstorm warning out in Henderson and Navarro County till 9:15. That was a tornado warned storm just a little while ago. There was some pretty good rotation in that, but the biggest concern with that cell is really large hail. There's another cell out here toward Cleburne heading toward Fort Worth. That one also has the possibility of producing some significantly large hail in the term or the order of maybe some baseballs. We've seen some of that already. All right, let me move this on up here and let's take a look at this storm. Here's Athens, some light rain moving into Athens, intense lightning right now around Atkins in Ellis County. This is drifting eastward toward Henderson County at this time. Let me throw this into motion for you so you can see what we're talking about. The lightning is one indicator of just some tremendous amounts of rainfall coming down, but also this cell is rotating, so that's why they had the tornado warning as it head toward Kearns. As it crosses over Cedar Creek Lake, it's weakening a little bit, or the rotation at least is weakening within that cell. So let's move forward then and go back out and take a look at, I'm not sure why it's zooming in there. There was the little bit of a hook that we were looking at earlier as that cell now approaches Kearns with an updraft in that thunderstorm and also some good inflow into the storm out ahead of it from Brownsboro and Canton. Probably the wind has switched direction and is now moving out of the east. At the same time, there's a downdraft of wind coming in the west. It's wrapping back in to the storm and maintaining that rotation. And because of that, there's that potential for hail. Right now, this is a look inside the storm. We're tracking the winds going toward Fort Worth radar in green and away, and the rotation is broadened out. It was a lot tighter and did look a lot more impressive about 15-20 minutes ago than what it looks like right now. So it's just a severe thunderstorm warned storm, and I say just because it has some larger hail right now over Kearns. And let me zoom in on this. We've got some potential $50 to maybe golf ball sized hail right there along 31 south end. There's Log Cabin, there's Malakoff, Cedar Creek Lake. This cell is likely going to continue tracking. Let me move this back and forth and see if I can do this. Let's just put this into motion for us. I think it's moving southeastward. Yeah, so it's moving southeastward more toward Trinidad and away from the south end of Cedar Creek Lake. Not to say that Cedar Creek Lake wouldn't get maybe clipped by a little bit of that hail as it moves in here on the south end of the lake, but otherwise it looks like this is heading more toward Crossroads and probably going to miss at least the hail core itself, miss Malakoff, but head more toward Crossroads and down toward Blackfoot and Cayuga, staying south of Athens here in the next few minutes. So large hail, not much in the way of wind in this, but large hail is certainly a bigger threat. Lots of lightning, and then you've got this other cell that's tracking from the southwest to the northeast. It's trying to split, and so that's why another severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Meantime, here in East Texas, there's this little cell that has just fired up. A little thunderstorm moved across Camp County and into Morris County. Now it's moving into Cass County. So what happened here in East Texas tonight? We had a warm layer of air aloft called a cap, and so the thunderstorms could not just initiate. And that's what I wonder about as this thunderstorm out here in Henderson County now moves into Smith and Cherokee County and encounters that cap. Will it be certainly elevated, meaning it can't become surface-based, will harder to be a tornado, but also will that cap help to suppress that thunderstorm, and we see that fall apart. We still have the severe thunderstorm watch in effect until midnight. Hopkins County, Rains County, Van Zandt, Henderson, and Anderson County. Notice Smith, Cherokee, Rusk, Gregg, Wood, and Upshur counties, Camp County, and then we head down to the southeast, Nacogdoches County, not in the severe thunderstorm watch. They were watching the area, perhaps to add it, but we're currently at 81 degrees and humid, and we continue to have dry skies. So the next 5 hours, 3 hours really, we have our weather impact alert up until about midnight, and we could still see widely scattered thunderstorms move into parts of East Texas. Otherwise, overnight, we're cloudy, we're muggy. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 60s to low 70s next 5 days. Tomorrow again, warm and humid right on through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday the temperature drops down to 80 and the humidity follows behind that. So the temperature by next Wednesday below average finally. All right, tomorrow's another day where we have this setup. Storm Prediction Center has placed us into a marginal risk in green, slight risk in yellow, so a level 1 or level 2. It's going to be a similar setup in terms of the cap. All right, so we're going to have that warm layer of air aloft, but if we can break that cap or that cap can erode early enough, the big threat again will be hail, and it could be 2 inches in diameter or larger. So the size of eggs you buy at the grocery store, that would be a possibility. And there's only about a 10% chance of that happening. As we head into the cap, you'll see the cap strength here by Saturday evening starts to build back in again. So it looks like it does erode, but the frontal boundary is back to the northwest, so you need a mechanism of uplift or something to get those showers and thunderstorms going. So that may not happen until we get into Saturday night. So we're going to battle the cap again Saturday evening, and we'll see if showers and thunderstorms can actually fire up. And then Sunday evening, no cap. So there might be a better chance to see showers and thunderstorms moving in Sunday evening. I'll show you this here on Future Skycast starting tomorrow morning. Then we see these showers and thunderstorms coming in and encountering that cap tomorrow evening, and they pretty much weaken or fall apart. So they're going to struggle against that lid on the atmosphere. Sunday noontime, we're watching showers, thunderstorms. Sunday evening, remember, that cap is not in existence. There's no warm layer of air aloft, so the thunderstorms could actually track north of Interstate 20. Could be a main player, Mineola, Gilmer, Jefferson, Mount Pleasant, over toward Linden and up into the Arklatex. So Sunday right now, there's a level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk. That might get upgraded to a level 2. I want to show you the humidity. It is going to be dropping here Wednesday, back down into the closer to comfortable level. It might take till Wednesday afternoon. Rainfall amounts anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to roughly maybe an inch, inch and a half, some heavier rains up to the northwest. Well, the 10-day forecast coming up tonight at 10, but I'll give you a sneak peek here at the 7-day forecast. Right now, 40% chance of rain tomorrow. That might be a bit optimistic. We may end up with about a 30% chance of rain. And we'll take a look at some of the new data that I'll get in here in about 10 minutes. So we may turn Sunday around and boost Sunday's chance of rain a little bit higher. Then Monday, we're back to a 40% chance of rain Monday night into Tuesday, and then much better weather coming in toward the end of the week and into the Memorial Day holiday weekend. How about that? Memorial Day weekend now just about 7 to 10 days away. So to wrap this all up, one more look at CBS 19 Live Radar. Not a lot going on here in East Texas. There are some graduation ceremonies going on. Baseball game over at UT Tyler supposed to start, I think, right now. They might be able to get a few innings in before that thunderstorm. I think that thunderstorm's going to track through Henderson County and eventually make it into Smith County. It is kind of moving a little bit farther to the southeast, so we'll see. It could miss. Could head down toward Palestine and parts of Cherokee County. All right, we'll have an update on CBS 19 News at 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching this coverage here on CBS 19 Plus, on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page. Have a great night, everyone.